We have challenged ourselves to make Yu-Gi-Oh decks using only $10 a week, and the cards we only using our store's inventory. Across the next 4 weeks, myself and Austynn will build and upgrade our decks using the bulk that other players have traded in, trying to beat the other one until we play at our local event. Let's see how far we can go. This is Broke Binder Yugioh.
All right, Austynn, what are we looking for right now?
So right now I'm thinking Magic Keys are going to be the closest. Kind of like Ritual Toolbox, a little bit of Synchro. Yeah, I know you know what I'm doing. We're actually doing Magic Keys. We hard shifted because we were going to do...
You guys buttered and then started talking really much louder to try and throw me off of you guys sticking on penguins.
No, we're not sticking on penguins.
I'm recording the video.
Oh, I apologize. I thought you guys were trying to fuck with me.
No. We were going to go Infernity until we realized every card we needed was about $15, which doesn't fit the format. We were also going to do Witchcrafters, but when everything we also needed out of there was $10, $15, also didn't fit. And I didn't know what Magic Keys did. He showed me it's not the best deck, but I think for $10 in a sealed format, we can definitely build it up, give it some better synchro, some good rituals to go into, a lot of generic stuff. So it seems like the best one at the moment.
David, what are we thinking over here? What been
All right, I'm still making sure my budget works, but I'm thinking about ninja crawlers. There's some new ninja stuff that came out with the last wave of ninja stuff that is like insect ninja type stuff, with the ninjutsu art of mosquito marching. There's only one insect in actual ninjas, but you can play crawlers because they're all level 2s. And Soma is a crazy card that summons a bunch of level 2s that are all insects, and then you can go into the mosquito ninja thing, and then like normal summon Hanzo is still like special summon Geo, which at least for this week should be good enough to make him not play the game after one activation of this card. That's the game plan for now. The good thing, so it's a kind of a bad thing, all the crawlers are expensive. They're more expensive than I need to be. We have about 20 cents on our budget per card, and all the crawlers are like 40 cents, which is brutal. But it means that I get more crawlers later. It's the kind of the line. Also, a lot of the good ninja stuff is more expensive. Like I don't have Mitzi. The actual insect, the main actual insect ninja is like $1.50. Absolutely cannot afford that this week. I need to get 40 cards together, which I was struggling with. So we're putting bad cards into the deck so I can make a deck this week. And then we'll upgrade them later. That's the game plan for now.
All right, Austynn, we've got your deck. Let's see what you've managed to make for her.
Okay, so I have 3 of the main normal to the Magic Keys. It seems like Magic Keys was the most realistic to go into. Mostly for building forward reasons. It has a lot of, I can go into Drytron, I can go into a lot of the more generic rituals later on. And I can also upgrade this pretty decently, so I feel like this is probably the way to go. As far as others, I have Girochin Kawagata. It's just a insect, just a level 4 normal to send off of High Ritual Art, Advanced Ritual Art, and I have some extra deck shenanigans just for that. Shari, just another level 4 normal. Magicalabra and Angel Trumpeter. They're both tuner level 4s. I have the Magic-Key Synchro 8 requires a Magic-Key tuner. So we have those in there just so I have a little bit of extra stuff to go into. And it can kind of mold with later stuff we could put in. Going into effect monsters, we have Mafatail, one of the more important Magic-Key monsters. He can't be used for the Xyz summon or Synchro summon of anything other than a Magic-Key monster. And if I control a Magic-Key, I can reveal a card in my hand. Normal summon another Magic-Key during my main phase. So he's big for getting another normal summon. And then, of course, he's a tuner to go into the level 8 Synchro. Rescue Rabbit to cheat out a couple normals, maybe get a summon off quickly. Usually it'd be for the Xyz coming up. Going into the Ritual lineup, we have the Boy, just a decent level 4, also tuner to go into some Synchro plays. We only have 2 of the Mech Mortar. It can be a pretty hard brick if you see it. Especially if you see more than one. Seeing one in your hand is okay. Seeing 2 would really suck. Maftea, it's a really good. It either lets you ritual or fuse. Pretty good. Instant fusion, go into the Magic-Key fusion. High ritual art and advanced ritual art, basically to achieve the same thing. pre-prep so we can search out. We don't have a lot of searching outside of in-archetype searching. So this is good enough to just get something in hand. We have Magic-Key Battle. It makes your monsters unaffected. It's a quick play played in response to them trying to target or get rid of your stuff. Magic-Key World. Just grab a Magic-Key monster and do a little bit extra. Unexpected Die. Get some of the normals out. Piercing the Darkness. Another ritual card. So for the trap lineup, we have Magic-Key Unlocking. It's a spell and trap negate and destroy. Magic-Key Duo. On my opponent's turn, it allows me to fuse or ritual during their turn. So I can get some of the better pluses and get some unaffected stuff. And Unlocking, that does the same thing, but it lets me synchro or exceed on my opponent's turn. The deck looks pretty good as it stacks up at the moment, especially for $10. Some of the decks we're looking at before were a little weaker looking and were way more expensive. So I'm kind of glad to see how this panned out. We can go into the extra deck. We have 2 Spirit, the Xyz for the archetype, 2 of the Beast Fusion, and the Dragon Fusion. Those are just generic for Magic Keys. We're going to go in off of Maftea or any other ritual spells. We have Tilting Entertainment. We have it in there because the normals that are not Magic-y, like Magic Calabra and the Angel Trumpeter, we didn't have a target for it, so we just had to put that in. It's a 6-cent card. We got really close on the budget, so it was just a good one to stick in. So another funny one is Diablo Lantis, Menacing Mantis. He has a little bit more synergy-ish. The Magic Calabra, if I go into him off of this, I can send Kirigoshin Kawagata just to get another attribute in the graveyard. The Magic Keys love having different attributes in your graveyard. And then my last synchro is going to be the Magic Key 8. During my opponent's turn, he lets me set the spell and trap or the monster negate. So he's kind of like the boss at the moment. I think it'll go pretty good. The rituals are pretty fun. We'll be able to put some more generic ones in there as we go. I really wanted to get Chaos Max, but there was no way we were going to fit him into that budget yet. But it could be something coming up. Let's deck this at the moment.
All right, guys. Hi, I'm David. Today we've got Ninja Bugs. So there's a couple funny new bug stuff with the new Ninja cards, and I have wanted to play this deck for a while since there's been random insect support coming out in the last couple sets. And so I'm not playing all the cards I want to play. We're playing some of them because it's week 1 and I got $10. So we're gonna start off with Hanzo. Hanzo is, I'm pretty sure, just like an auto win button because it'll find one of my specific ninja traps and then summon one of my specific ninjas, and then I think I win the game. At least for this first week, I think that one card is gonna win the game. We'll get there when we get there. Then we've got 3 Tabari. I'm playing 3 now, even though the deck doesn't really need to play 3 right now because I want to play 3 later, and I can afford it in the budget right now because I'm at exactly $10 for my budget. Lets me fusion on my opponent's turn. I've got some good fusions I can go into. We've got Yugioh Biden, the Gravity Ninja. When he's special summoned, I can target 2 of my opponent's monsters, send them face down, and they cannot change the battle positions for the entire game. He's who we're summoning off the trap that Hanzo finds, and I think that if I do that to Austynn, he loses the game. So that'll be nice. Then we've got Baku, the Beast Ninja. He's in there just because I'm going to need him eventually for the later build. Same with Kagero. They're not amazing right now. Baku can get summoned and can do some recycling. Kagero's kind of shit. But I'm going to need Kagero later, and I can afford it right now, so we're doing that. For the spell lineup for the Ninja half, we've got Reinforcements of the Army. All these guys are, well, Hanzo's a warrior. Technically, Kagero's also a warrior. I'm not summoning the rest of them with Rhoda. We've got Iron Digger. This is the cross line into one of the funnier parts of the deck, so keep this in mind. It's also like just nice removal. We've got Tenshi Kaimi as our field spell instead of the other dog shit one. Whenever my ninjas hit him, I can pop cards, and then if this dies, I can special summon ninjas from my graveyard, so that's nice. It's also considered a ninjutsu art card, so if I need to, Hanzo can summon it, and that is potentially a line that we'll go over in the future. For our traps, we've got Ninjutsu Art of Dancing Leaves. This is how we're summoning out... this is how we're summoning out Yugioh Biden. It tributes one of my ninjas or one of his face-down monsters, and then special summons a ninja from deck, and then Yugioh will face down with 2 of his guys. Then we've got Ninja Art of Duplication. I can tribute one of my ninjas and special summon any number of ninjas from my deck whose level is equal to or less than the ninja I tributed. This is the backup plan if we already have Dancing Leaves. We can search this up Hanzo. That's how we can get Tabari in rotation, go into the fusion on my opponent's turn. For our extra deck here, we've got 2 Saizo. If I end up with a bunch of ninjas left over on turns 2 or 3, I can go into this and add the ninja traps or spells that I'm missing. And then we've got Yaguramaru as our fusion target, our only one to go into Tepari. When it's summoned, I can pop one of my opponent's cards, basically. So that's nice little interaction. Plus, he's a big dude. Then for our bugs, we've got Crawlers. So we've got Crawler Soma. Crawler Soma is crazy. So I can target one of my face-up monsters, set it face down, and then special summon this. And then it's a level 6 insect. I can drop its level by 2 or 4, and then special summon that many levels of crawlers from my deck. All the crawlers are level 2. And then it reduces its level by that much. So it reduces itself down to level 2 and then summons 2 level 2 crawlers. And I can summon them in attack face up defense position or face down defense position, and I can do them in different positions. So that will come up hopefully. Because then it allows me to go into some rank 2 plays, also get a bunch of crawlers on board to go to the crawler links. Should be useful. For our actual crawler lineup, we've got Crawler Dendrite. All of the crawlers, if they're face up and they're removed from the field by my opponent's card effect, special summon 2 crawlers from deck, and then they'll have a flip effect. So this one is I send any monster from my deck to my graveyard. This can send Kagero because he's got a graveyard effect to protect some of my ninjas, so that might come up. We've got 1 Receptor, which is add a crawler from deck to hand, which will add Soma if I don't draw Soma. We've got 2 Spine. The flip effect is to target a monster on the field and destroy it. This is probably the best one, but it's also the most expensive. So I only have 2. And then we've got Deus Ex Crawler as our big fuck you summon out of the deck. If my opponent targets it while it's face down, I can flip it up and negate the effect. Also, when he's been flipped face up, he's skill drain. That's about it. Then for our spell lineup here, we've got World Legacy Survivors. It lets me excavate the top 5 of my cards, add any Crawler or World Legacy card from among them into my hand, and the rest all go to the graveyard. Can get Kagero in the graveyard. A lot of my ninja stuff can loop, and on turn 1, I don't have the capacity to put a lot of cards in graveyard, so this can help with that. Also, it's just another way to find Soma, because that's the only good Crawler here. For some sauce, we've got 2 Terrors in the Hit the City, so that he can't target my face-down defense position monsters with card effects, and then also they get all 1,500 attack and defense, which is funny. And then if it gets popped, I can special summon some shit from my graveyard. I don't know how useful it'll be, but it'll be funny. Then we've got World Legacy Pawns for a little bit of recursion. I can do some battle position modulating, but the big thing is it lets me shuffle my crawlers from my graveyard back into my deck, because all the crawler main deck monsters summon differently named crawlers from deck. So after 1 or 2 of those, I do run out. So I want to be able to shuffle them back in. For our extra deck here, we've got just the only good X-Crawler Link 2 that I can just make that doesn't require additional setup. Basically, all this thing does is when it dies, it'll summon 2 crawlers out from my graveyard. So if I can send Deus Ex Crawler to graveyard, this can summon that back out. Isn't that kind of nice? Here's where we get to some of the sauciness. So the reason why I like the crawler engine with this, besides a lot of like face up, face down stuff that are happening with the ninja end, especially once I get more cards for it, is Ninjutsu Art of Mosquito Marching. It special summons up to 2 level 4 or lower insect monsters from my hand. They have to be the same level if I'm summoning 2 of them. Which allows me to summon out multiple crawlers to get some crawler plays going. Also, if I have Shadow Ninja Mosquito on board, I can banish this from my graveyard, give my opponent's entire board hallucination counters, and all monsters with hallucination counters on them have their effects negated. So this is like a weird Dark Ruler No More going second. Because Soma will summon out 2 crawlers and then drop itself to level 2, makes Shadow Ninja's Mosquito, can activate this, let it go to grave, banish it, negate his whole board, and then Shadow Ninja Mosquito does some burning effects when my opponent attacks, and he's forced to attack me. And also I take no damage when they're attacking Mosquito. So he'll force him to attack into my crawlers, trigger their flip effects, or attack into Mosquito and burn him and negate his whole board. That's the goal. Also allows me to summon out some of my crawlers if I brick on the level 2 crawlers, can get them onto the board and get the crawler link 2 online. To round out our little insect package here, we've got Infinite Antlion. It's just like works weird with our bug stuff. If he attacks one of my bugs, I can special summon it. And then if one of my bugs is in battle, I can just pop the opponent's card. So that's useful. It's an annoying piece of shit to get rid of if you're just trying to hit me with battle, and it can protect some of my crawlers because if they're destroyed by battle, they don't get their float effect. So it can kind of help with that. Also, it can equip stuff from my graveyard to make it have 2,000 defense, and that's where Ultimate Great Insect comes in. The crawlers have a field spell that is a 75-cent field spell, so I couldn't afford that this week, but it's very, very strong, and I will be getting that next week. And this can be summoned as long as I have a monster with 2,000 defense, an insect with 2,000 defense or higher, and it's equipped. It just fusions on top of that, basically. And then if I have a field spell on the board, I can destroy all my opponent's monsters. This is a quick effect during the battle phase. So if he tries to kill me, and I have this on board, and either the ninja field spell or the crawler field spell, I do board wipe him, which is nice. And then there's a cute thing that you can do with Crawler Soma. You can summon out the 2 crawlers with this effect and then equip it with Iron Digger. Use the Iron Digger effect to pop a card. And then Crawler Soma is an insect with more than 2,000 defense that is equipped with a card. So then you can go into Great Insect and board wipe that way. This is what we're currently working with. I'm really excited to get upgrades for this deck. I don't have some of the more impactful ninja cards. I don't have the other fusion monster. I don't have the insect ninja because that card is $1.50. And our budget for this week was 20 cents per card, roughly. I'll normal summon Baku. Okay. It doesn't do anything on normal summon, but I will then reveal Crawler Soma.
Okay.
Flip it down, special Soma. Soma's effect, I'll drop its level by 4, and special 2 level 2 crawlers from my deck. I will special summon Spine and Dendrite. I'll keep Spine face up, I'll have Dendrite be set. I'm gonna go for a quirky line. I'll link these 2 into X-Calling Neurogos and set a back row and pass.
Okay. Standby main. I'm gonna activate that's Fea.
Yep.
So map tail and Shari. We're gonna sink
Your ritual.
the big old cannon boy.
Big dog, sounds good.
And then normal summon map tail. Targeting this in graveyard to special summon.
Yep.
Special summon back. Sink into Tucson.
Transfer all mine.
Transfer all mine. Yeah.
Sure.
Effect
gets
on
his.
summon to
Yeah.
grab the spell trap.
Got it. Sounds good.
So that's set. And then we'll set another one.
Okay, light fire.
Okay, cool. We'll move battle.
Yeah.
We'll punch the ninja.
Sure. Ninja punched.
And then we'll pass after that.
Interesting. Okay. I'll draw.
Yeah.
Flip Dendrite. Send a crawler from deck to grave.
Yeah.
Send days. Okay, I'll normal summon Infinite Landline.
In response, I am going to duo targeting Shari.
Sure.
Summon and then I'm going to use.
Sure.
We'll grab him. Unaffectedly summon, grab back the gun.
From grave, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
2,000?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Alright, I'll go battle.
Yeah.
I'll attack transfer all mine. On damage, start of damage step, I'll use Antline's effect. I'll target this and destroy them all.
Destroy them both. Okay.
I'm a lazy sweater. And then I will pass.
That is a card of all time. That's in my main. I'm going to switch into attack.
Sure. This triggers whenever any of my insects battle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very annoying. I'll do it now. Move the battle.
Sure.
Punch Neurogos or
Neurogos?
Neurogos. Okay, it's upside down. I can't leave that.
I don't know what that on the background is. Yeah, we'll just start a damage step, Antline, pop this, pop that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's right. We'll pass after that.
Love to hear that. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll draw.
That was a terribly bad misplay.
I mean, I'm not doing a whole lot right here. Really. I'll set this and poke you for 31. And pass.
Come on. Good card right here. That's a card. Stand by main.
Yep.
Set one.
Yep.
And then pass.
I'll do it. Alright, draw
Yeah.
a card. Okay, actually, wait a minute. Activate Terrors of the Hidden City.
Yeah.
Flip Receptor. Gains 1,500 attack and defense, so it's 24.
Yeah.
Add a crawler from deck to hand. Add Soma. This is lethal. So yeah, we'll go battle.
Yeah.
19, 21, 24.
That's it. Standby main.
Yep.
And instant fusion.
Sure, yeah, go for it. Yeah.
Just look at the shit. Grab. It's really not great, but it might do the thing.
Yeah.
Effect does nothing to have none in graveyard.
Sure.
And then we'll
Sure. Sure.
Big boy.
Yep.
Big dragon boy.
Blow up the board, yeah.
Yeah.
Or
And we're gonna
bottomless trap
set
limit.
one.
Sure.
And pass.
Okay, draw a card. Alright, I think it's just Hanzo effect.
Yeah, that's a good effect.
I'll add Iron Digger. Okay, I'll activate Terrors in the Hidden City. Nothing on that. Interesting. Set 2. I don't think you have it. Activate Iron Digger, targeting this.
Duo.
Okay.
In response.
Okay, sure. That's annoying, but fine. Okay.
And back.
Yeah. And then fuse. Yeah. This will miss. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. And then I'll
pass?
Yep, pass there.
Draw a turn. That is one of the cards in this deck. We're gonna effect called Dark.
Sure, I will tribute him with duplication. So I'll special summon a 3 and a 1 from the deck.
Yes.
Special summon Tabari. He can't be destroyed by battle the turn he's special summoned, or
Okay.
flip face up.
Yeah.
And special summon Baki. Then when Baki is special summoned, I can add a ninja card from my ninja or ninjutsu card from my graveyard to my hand.
Yeah.
I will add Iron Digger from my graveyard to my hand. Tabari can also fusion summon during in the main phase. Quick effect fusion summon.
Right. Yeah. Would be to move to battle.
I'll Dancing Leaves, tributing Baku. Well, as you attempt to move battle, so you're still in main.
Okay. Yeah.
And we'll also fight it. Oh, Geo Blast. Set that thing face down.
Yeah. We're gonna have to pass to you there.
Love to hear that. Okay.
Yeah.
Draw a card. Okay. Set card. Both to attack position. Use Dancing Leaves to tribute the set. Once the face on defense position monster on the field, special summon a ninja from my deck.
Ooh, just on the field.
Yeah, I can tribute your guys.
Oh, that's kind of hard.
That's quite good. We'll summon Hanzo. On Hanzo, special summon adds a ninja card, ninja monster from deck to hand.
Yes.
I'll add Tabari to hand.
Okay.
So if I discard Tabari to special summon a ninja from my hand, this is game.
That is game.
51 plus
yeah.
23 is 74. All right, Austynn, how'd you think the game went?
I got cooked a little bit. It was not.
I thought the game went great. That was great for me.
Yeah, the first game, we figured out I misplayed pretty hard. I could have done a little bit more interaction.
Yeah.
I still don't think it would have broke the board.
It would have gotten a lot closer, though.
It would have gotten a lot closer. Game 2, crooked hand.
Yeah.
Just very sideways hand.
Yeah.
It still did most of what I expected to do. I just didn't expect him to control nearly that hard off of what he had.
Yeah,
but-
lucky. I have the easy line because I'm a control deck and he's the combo deck, which means that I have to normal summon Hanzo and pass. And I can't fuck that up, really. I summon Gio and I put his guys face down, and I hope that's enough. And that's kind of all I gotta do.
Summon boys, special summon Mateo.
Yeah, he's got like a whole ass combo line, and he's
Yeah.
got to like adapt to based on his hand. So I like
Yeah.
once like also it's like the first time he played Magic-y, right?
Yeah.
Like I've dabbled with Ninja and a bit of Crawler, but I'm excited because the winner for this week gets an extra $2 to their budget for next week, so I have $12 to play with. And Austynn, since you lost,
I get to look through the bulk of other shops.
Yeah.
So if we don't have something I need, probably pick up some ritual monsters, probably maybe some Drytrons, you know.
yeah,
Some little stuff.
because you're playing basically like you're playing a weird ritual deck, but rituals are like annoying enough that you can play any ritual card in any ritual deck.
Right. Well, and the Magic keys search each other off of so much that even the little pluses, like I'd still play them in a ritual toolbox.
Yeah.
Like I probably won't pull most of them out by the time we're done. Like by the time we go to locals, I'll still probably be using Magic and rituals.
Yeah, exactly.
Like they'll still probably be in there. It'll just be a more adaptive form of just toolbox.
Yeah, and realistically, especially for locals, you don't need all 6 attributes, right?
Exactly.
You need like light and dark,
Yeah.
right? And Clavis is dark. Yeah, I'm excited. This week the next week we might be getting sideboards for our decks. Because we're cutting cards for our decks, because we're adding better cards in. So some of the cards that are currently on our decks might go to sideboard. A lot of my cards suck ass, because I needed to get to 40 cards. And I needed to have them, potentially maybe have a line. But so I have like 12 cards I can cut from my deck.
I got lucky with budget, because
Yeah.
Magic keys are... they're not super loved. They're strong enough.
Yeah.
I mean, you can play them.
Yeah.
At that state, it's not the worst deck I've ever played.
Yeah. Also, all the crawlers are 70 cents for no reason because I think they've only been printed once. So, like, your Magic-y stuff was printed recently, so there's a lot of it.
Right.
My crawler stuff was printed like 4 or 5 years. It was during World Legacy stuff, so it was like 2018, 2019 shit.
Right.
And it was the only time they were printed for a lot of it. So, a lot of
Magic Keys came out as a side archetype. And
and like a
so they were
deck
never, they were never expected to be huge in the first place.
So a lot of my cards have just been like my budget for this week was pretty tight because all my crawlers were like 50, 70 cents each, and we had 22 cents per card with a 5-card extra deck. That was the budget for this week. Next week, when I don't have to put 40 cards in my deck and I can put like 8, I can splurge a bit. And I plan on splurging, and I've got some heat that I'm bringing next week, but I'll keep you
next week I'll actually have a 15-card extra deck.
Yeah, I won't.
A pretty decent extra deck, hopefully.
Yeah, because your main deck is pretty good. Like, you might just be like finding some ratios, but your extra deck can definitely be beefed
up. Definitely the ratios. I'm going to need more generic rituals in.
Yeah. Because
just the 2 Magic-y rituals alone, they're so searchable and interactable that opening advanced ritual art isn't as big of a plus as it would be if I had, Chaos Max or
Chaos Max is crazy because I'm like set a guy pass, you're like kill you. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's what we got for this week. Make sure to stay tuned in for next week where we'll be upgrading our decks. I have $12, he has $10 to upgrade our decks, and after that, our budget gets increased. And on the 5th week, we'll be playing at locals. So I'm excited for that. That's the end goal. We want to not go 0-3 at locals. Going 3-0 is, I think, a little too ambitious. I'll take 1-2. 2-1 is a godsend. That's the goal.
2-1 would be very nice.
2-1 is the semi-unrealistic, but might be achievable goal. That's what we're shooting for. I'll be excited if we can do that. So we will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.